Hey cuties, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're continuing with the GL Poisonous Love specials. If you remember, the last episode ended right after that emotional scene, and now things are getting even more intense between Pat and Dr. Prawn. So, let's dive right in. After leaving Dr. Prawn's house a week ago, Pat couldn't stop thinking about her. The scene opens inside the hospital. Dr. Prawn was working late in her office when suddenly there was a knock on the door. Moments later, Pat appeared and their eyes met again after days apart. The tension between them was so strong, you could almost feel it. When Pat reached the bed, Dr. Prawn surprised her by gently pushing her down, then sat on top of her. Pat was completely stunned, her heart racing, her mind blank. But what truly made her breath catch was the moment Dr. Prawn let down her hair and slowly began taking off her top. The doctor's soft expression and sweet, teasing smile made the atmosphere even more charged. Pat thought, how can she be this beautiful? She's my doctor, and yet she feels like a dream. When Pat teased that she was hot, Dr. Prawn joked, "Then let's take everything off so you don't feel hot anymore." And with that playful line, everything escalated fast. The kisses began, slow, deep, and filled with longing. But it wasn't all smooth. Dr. Prawn wasn't fully conscious. When the kisses lasted too long, she turned her face away and gently pushed Pat back. Pat wasn't ready to give up, though. She wanted her beloved doctor, even if it meant just holding her close. But just when her lips were about to touch her, Dr. Prawn fell asleep. Completely, peacefully asleep. Pat groaned in frustration. How could she fall asleep at a time like this? "Prawn, don't fall asleep," she pleaded softly. But the only response she got was a quiet, sleepy sigh. Pat shook her head, half irritated, half amused. "If you're going to drink like that and fall asleep again, I won't let you drink next time." Still, despite her complaints, she smiled as she looked at the sleeping woman. She remembered their first meeting, how even back then, Dr. Prawn had fallen asleep just as innocently. With a soft laugh, Pat went to get a towel and gently wiped her face, before dressing her doctor in a light nightgown, soft, comfortable, perfect for a deep sleep. She leaned close and whispered, "I love you." The next morning, everything felt calm again. Pat and Dr. Prawn decided to spend their day off together, shopping at a famous mall near the condo. They wanted to replace some old household items and maybe get a few treats for themselves. "Are you going to wear sunglasses and a hat?" Pat teased as Prawn got ready. The doctor smiled. "It's been a while since I worked in the entertainment industry. I don't need that anymore." Whenever they went out together, Dr. Prawn usually followed Pat's lead, but Pat loved making her doctor try new looks. It had become their little game. Then, with her usual calm tone, Prawn asked, "Are you afraid of being in the news with me?" Pat quickly took her girlfriend's hand. "No, we love each other, and that's what matters. If I was afraid, I wouldn't have chosen to love you." The doctor's eyes softened at her words. "Thank you for loving a villain who's done bad things." Pat smiled. "You're not that girl anymore. And even if you were, I'd still love you." The two laughed together, teasing, arguing playfully, and holding hands as they walked through the mall. They stopped at the cosmetics section first, picking out lotion, perfume, and skincare items. Then, they planned to go downstairs to shop for home goods. While browsing, Dr. Prawn reminded her girlfriend, "Don't drink and fall asleep again, okay?" Pat laughed. "I'll try, but only if you stop taking your clothes off when you're drunk." The doctor turned bright red, covering her face with her hand. "Stop saying that." Pat giggled, loving how flustered her girlfriend looked. I yelled at you, shook you, and you still slept through it. Enough! I'm embarrassed already. It was adorable, the calm, professional doctor turning into a shy, blushing mess. After a while, they went for dinner at a Japanese restaurant. But before they could walk in, someone suddenly blocked their way. It was Nan, Pat's former best friend, the one who had once caused chaos in their relationship. I'll wait inside, Dr. Pran said calmly, not even glancing at Nan. To her, that woman didn't deserve attention. Nan looked desperate. I just need a moment to talk, alone. But Pat's response was firm and cold. Let's talk here. If you're not important, there's no reason to waste time alone. Nan's eyes widened, realizing Pat wasn't the same person she used to know. You've changed, she said quietly. Yes, time changes people. It taught me who's good and who's bad. Now, excuse me, I have to go. Without another word, she walked away, heading back to Dr. Pran, who was waiting for her inside. The doctor glanced at her. You shouldn't talk to your friend first? Pat shook her head, gently taking her hand. I know what to do and what not to do. No one is more important than you, my dear doctor. Pran smiled softly, her eyes full of warmth. And with that, the two walked into the restaurant hand in hand, love stronger than ever, ready to face whatever the world had to say. And that's how this special episode ends, filled with love, laughter, and a little bit of drama. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more updates on the Poisonous Love series. See you in the next episode, where we'll find out what happens next between Pat and Dr. Pran. Kisses.